let's get in the trenches. Let's talk about these Chinese internets. They have been hot, hot, hot. So how do we play them going forward?
Well, yesterday was an unbelievable trade. The market was down, was under pressure, and everyone started turning to the Chinese internets, which we talked about yesterday. And all of a sudden, Sina went from down 3 points to up 10. An unbelievable trade. If you look at this chart right here, it started down, traded through these highs, and you saw a blockbuster move, continuing to show strength and power. I still think BIDU has a nice setup. It holds in there. It's a little slower. You know, this was the last time we listed it. I'm in some now, and I think I could add if this has that same type of trade above 147 for an additional move. If you recall, earlier last year, you know, what was it? YOKU came out with an IPO, and it was hot. YOKU also we talked about at new highs yesterday. Take a look at this chart. It's just, you know, just keeps moving. At this point, I wouldn't chase YOKU. This was your pivot buy. This was another one. But it's just showing you how, if you're in the right place at the right time, you can make money even in the down tape.
Well, Scott, you mentioned IPO. We have another hot Chinese IPO coming out on Thursday. 21 VNET, VNET is the proposed symbol. Now, this stock is hot because sales have increased 67% to $80 million. It is an internet data storage company. So how do you play these Chinese internets when they first come out?
Well, it's an art, and it's hard as a trader or an investor. As a trader, you have to watch the action. What I do is I usually give them about 5 minutes to 30 minutes to establish a range, and then once it breaks above that opening range, it's a great trade. As an investment, you have to wait a few days. Let me show you the last IPO that came out, Qihoo. It was very good. It was really good the first 2 days, and then it actually became a decent investment. So if you take a look at this chart here, if you look, here are the first 2 days, guys. Very tricky. Opened up, big move, big second day, but then look what happened. Stock got crushed from about 35 down to 25. So take a step back. Let's talk about what's important. Okay, as a trader, you can get those 2 days action. As an investor, you don't want to chase it. So we spoke about a day or so ago, you know, how to trade it versus lower range with the plan, with the calculated risk. So if you look down here, this is when we looked at the chart. I showed you this lower range. It started to go up. I said buy it here at 26 versus the low, add through this mini breakout, and now look where it is. So two great, you know, type of investments. One is a trade up here, and then here is your entry. And now I think it needs some time. So as far as this one coming out Thursday, you know, the first day or two, it's a good trade, but then you have to let it prove itself a little bit.
All right.